Hello everyone, I'm Mefesto, and first of all, Happy New Year to everybody. Here in Russia, New Year is the main holiday as opposed to Christmas, which we celebrate on the 7th of January. You know, Orthodox people. Although I am atheist, but it doesn't matter. Anyhow, this is a game against BlueDaf. It was played last year in 2011, right before the new year, but I had to narrate it now and upload it now. So, what happens here, he has his Landorus lead. I have my Scarf Rotom lead. I know he's going to be Scarf because everybody runs a Scarf Landorus. That's why I stayed in, went for the Volt switch to get the switch advantage on him. He goes into Virizion. The only check for it is my Latios right now, but I'm going to predict a switch into Heatran, go for the Surf. I am Expert Belted as opposed to any choice item you would like to put on a Latios. Now, does a little bit more than half. Obviously, it is a specially defensive Tran. Now, I didn't predict him to go for the Protect. That's why I predicted him to switch out. That's why I went for the Draco Meteor, as now I just Surf, as he says, of the rocks. So right now I believe I'm going to predict his switch out because he is pretty high. I mean, it's not red, his HP that is. I would, if I was him, I would have saved my Heatran. Now I go for the Surf again as he, I don't know what happens here, but I go for the Draco Meteor as he fucking stays in Lava Plumes. Now I'm making some mispredictions here, but in the end I will kill this Heatran, hopefully. So, oh, actually I switch out, predicting him to switch out as well. And go into my Rotom as he does switch out indeed into Slowbro, but I didn't predict the Slowbro to come in, I predicted something else. But matter of fact is, I'm just gonna Hydro Pump, predicting him to switch, predicting my Trick. I actually thought he would predict my Trick and go into Landorus to take the Trick. That's why I went for the Hydro Pump, but it's not the case, which is annoying. That's why I have to switch into Virizion, not Virizion, Latios. He predicts that and goes to the HP Ice, but now I know that I can safely go for the Side Shock, and I know it will kill the Heatran coming in, which actually happens, and yeah, Side Shock was the safest move. He goes into Landorus now, knowing that I am not Choice Scarfed. I will switch into Scizor to take the U-turn, and it's kind of sad that Scizor is my thing that takes the U-turn in this team, which is kind of sad, but whatever. U-turn does nothing, quad resistance and whatnot. He goes into Hydreigon now, and now predicting me to switch out, switch into Heatran to take the fire move. He goes into Slowbro, which was a pretty good prediction on his part, but and now I'm just gonna go for the Toxic, knowing that he cannot kill me with the Scald, because it's a fucking Slowbro, unless it's like randomly choice specs. He goes for the Scald though, and gets a fucking critical hit, which was actually mattered a lot. I will tell you right now, it did matter a lot, because now see, even the crit didn't do all that much. I'm going to protect now as he switches into Hydreigon, and I'm like, okay, what can this Hydreigon do? I'm just gonna protect his Scout as he just goes for the Surf, so I know it's probably one of those choice things, but I just stay in predicting him to predict my switch and switch out. But he goes for the, he actually does predict my switch, but he switches up, god damn it, it's full of predictions, switches up moves and goes to the Dragon Pulse, not Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse, as I said at the rocks. Now I protect again to get some more lefties recovery, switch back into my Celebi as he does go for the Surf, because I knew he would go for the Surf this time, playing it safe. So got my Celebi out. Obviously, I don't want to kind of stay in on that because Dragon Pulse is coming. Gonna go back into T-Tar, and I do believe he's gonna go for the Draco Meteor as opposed to Dark Pulse, which I didn't really understand, but I guess whatever. And it's not resisted on my Tyranitar. That's why it's gonna do a lot of damage to me. But the point of this Tyranitar is basically to set up the sand. This is an offensive T-Tar, by the way, not a defensive set. So I will switch out now into Celebi. I actually switched out into Celebi knowing that even a Dark Pulse after -2 isn't going to do all that much, and I can just get up a free recover on the switch. He goes into Slowbro though for some random reason. I didn't really know why, because Tyranitar could have wrecked him with Crunch because I have max attack on my T-Tar. But I'm gonna go for the Leech Seed on the switch as he goes into Landorus. Obviously I don't want to take a U-turn. I know I can take a U-turn from that point, because Celebi is just such a boss, but I just don't want to take it right now, just so that my Celebi goes low in HP, that is. So I go into my Scizor. Scizor takes the U-turn, of course, and yeah, it's getting my Scizor kind of low, but here I'm gonna make, I think, a risky, no, it's not here. He goes into Virizion for no apparent reason. I just didn't know why. But I'm just gonna go for. Oh, yeah, right. So I make a risky play here. Go for the U-turn. He could have killed me off with a Focus Blast. I knew that. But I knew he would predict my switch out again this time. And I hit the Slowbro for a massive amount of damage. That did way too much. Of course, it is Choice Bandit and super effective and shit. So I'm kind of satisfied by that. I know he has the Regenerator, and I know he will switch out trying to save his Slowbro. That's why I go for the trick, because I want to cripple the Virizion. Obviously, giving him a Choice Scarf is not a great idea, but again, man, it's just I have to cripple that thing so that it can get some Calm Minds or whatever that shit does. So he will switch back into his Landorus, as I believe I'm gonna blind switch, predicting the Leaf Storm or Giga Drain, whatever those things do, Jesus Christ. But he predicts that and goes into Landorus. I'm just gonna protect to see what he locks himself into. He does want to lock himself into Stone Edge, thinking that I have nothing to resist it, but I have a Celebi. Why do you need a Rock Resist if you have a Celebi, right? Fuck that shit. So Hydreigon's piece of shit is out, and of course, why would I stay in on an obvious as the day of my birth fucking Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse, whatever, DP, same shit. He gets a critical hit on the fucking Dark Pulse, which was annoying as well. Honestly, didn't change anything, but the matter of fact is that he could have taken some more Life Orb damage and whatnot. So I'm gonna risk again. He could have stayed in and killed me off with a Flamethrower, but he knew that with Heatran being down, I am forced to go for the Bullet Punch because I don't want to take risks now. So he switched into Slowbro, predicting the Bullet Punch, but I just U-turned out because, yeah, risking is my thing. Call me Mr. Risk. Go into Tyranitar now just to basically Death Fodder it out because I don't really need it at this point. I mean, it's kind of low, and I do have the Life Orb, so it's no point, really. And now I can have a switch advantage, basically. So he goes into Virizion. I'm just going to go into my Rotom now, and only because I wanted... Okay, I want him to lock himself into a Grass-type move, as he actually decides to lock himself into HP Ice, I think. So I go into my Latios, bait him. Here he makes a huge mistake. Instead of staying in, he switches out, thinking that I can outspeed him. I don't know why. I think he forgot that I was Expert Ballad as opposed to Choice Scarf, because he thought I was bluffing the Scarf. But yeah, that was random. In any case, Hydreigon dies, which could have been a good wrapping up Pokemon for this team, for this game, I guess. But I think what I have left is my Celebi and Scizor, I do believe. But Celebi can take this HP Ice like nothing, and I just can sit there and spam recovers. Man, Celebi is just so good. I have no clue how the fuck was Celebi in UU. It's just insane. I mean, Celebi is so good in OU. How would you, like, fucking use it in EU? But have you seen the tier changes? It's fucking... God damn it. What the fuck were they thinking? I mean... Seriously, putting Bronzong, Swampert into UU. I'm playing only UU now. I'm playing UU because fucking Swampert, Weavile, shit, Bronzong in UU. Are you on crack, Smogon? And putting fucking bullshit ass Dugtrio, Mamoswine. Well, Mamoswine is good, but fucking Dugtrio is a piece of shit. Putting Dugtrio into OU. What else did they bring up? Donphan, like, what the fuck? What happens here? Yeah, enough rambling about the tiers. What happens here? I just recover up. I live with 3 HP with the HP Ice, which allows me to kind of live a little bit longer, I guess. U-turn does not, obviously won't kill me because I'm a fucking Celebi. A Scarf U-turn from a Flygon does less than half, which is fucking insane on a Celebi. It's like not even funny, but... he's back into his Virizion. I'm gonna keep spamming those HP Ices. I'm just gonna go for recover again, and yeah, that's basically what I want to do. I'm still bluffing the HP Fire at this point, but I don't have the HP Fire because instead of HP Fire I have Heal Bell, I think, and that's the thing. He still thinks that I have HP Fire, and I should put it on instead of Heal Bell, honestly, because if you think about it, Heal Bell isn't that important in OU, and essentially it's more important in lower tiers than OU just because there aren't many pokes that get affected by status because of the like toxic spikes is basically irrelevant in OU, and a lot of natural cure shit just like the Celebi. So honestly, it doesn't really make sense to run Heal Bell. I'm not gonna do that anymore. But watch this. I'm gonna take this U-turn. Oh, actually, I don't. I'm not gonna. Yeah. From full health, I think I can take one, but from that range, I can't. I just don't know why I did that. I just thought I could, but it is choice bandit scissor, so whatever. Whatever the case may be, I go into my scissor, my lost guy, go for the bullet punch for the kill. He has his scissor left. I know that I won't be able to take it out even with a critical hit now, but, you know, I need 2 crits in a row to take him out and him not killing me, which he actually does with the bullet punch. I don't know why, but in any case, that was an awesome game. He had his Virizion left. It was a 2-0. It was a narrow 2-0, and if I had the HP Fire on Celebi, I would have won, but, you know, I gotta change it after this narration real quick. Now, honestly, I was in a mood to, you know, in a mood of narrating a battle, but then when I'm thinking about it, I was kind of boring during that narration. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed it. Regardless, it was a cool match. Try to be serious and shit and whatnot. But yeah, if you enjoyed this game, please leave a like. Tell me what you got for New Year. I got, you know, or Christmas, whatever you celebrate, fucking Catholic fucking shits. I got myself for New Year a Gucci bag, 2 Dolce & Gabbana t-shirts, and $1,000. So yeah, that's kind of an impressive present, I gotta say. But yeah, what are your New Year's resolutions or whatever you do? I don't do that shit here because I could care less, but mine would be probably get more bitches, damn bitches, and spend more money on nightclubs. But yeah, that's not the point. Check out my formspring, and I'm Mefesto.